Well, guys, I hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. We're going to be talking about Andor Season 2. Now, Andor Season 1 for me, was it well made? Yeah, it was well made. Did it actually feel like Star Wars? Absolutely not. Now, there were people that actually did like Andor, but even they would actually say it didn't feel like Star Wars too much. And Season 1 cost a whole bunch of money. If I'm not mistaken, I believe this show was supposed to have 5 seasons. Each season was supposed to be a year leading up to A New Hope, and really the events of Rogue One. But it's going to end with season 2, and boy, now we got to talk about this budget. This budget is a staggering $291 million. So on 2 seasons of this show, the production budget, not even talking about marketing, $645 million for Disney Plus, which no one is watching. This is mind blowing right here that they're spending that kind of money on this show. I mean, even the Obi-Wan show, which people actually wanted, they didn't spend nearly that amount of money. What are your thoughts?
I think that, yes, they spent too much money, but I guess they are hoping that people will come back and see the show because it's not a bad TV show. It
dragged
slow.
To me. It was a slow burner, but was it a bad show? I wouldn't say it's a bad show. It really wasn't for me. There were moments in it, but it just kept dragging and dragging and dragging. That slow burn, and some people like that.
Yeah, I don't like the slow burning, but I do like they are preparing to fight against the Empire, to bring down the Empire.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like the rise of the rebellion. I guess since they actually shrunk everything down, they're gonna have to condense everything. He's not even a part of the rebellion yet, so I guess we're gonna see that or I don't remember. Did they actually show Yavin 4? I don't remember. I don't remember. You know, it's been a while since I actually saw Andor, and maybe I actually have to go back and watch it just for the purposes of season 2. But this money is outrageous. They spent this kind of money on Cassian Andor, who is not a classic Star Wars character. He wasn't even the star of Rogue One. I don't think he's a bad character, but why in the world would you put that kind of money into this show and not put that kind of money into Obi-Wan? That's what I don't get.
I don't understand it here.
I mean, $291 million. Rise of Skywalker cost $275 million. My God, that movie was terrible. Terrible. Now, do I expect Andor season 2 to be bad? I don't expect it to be bad because I believe that Tony Gilroy actually knows what he's doing, but it didn't have a Star Wars feel to me. And one of the biggest problems I had, there wasn't any Star Wars music in the show. It was so different. But this money is just insane.
I'd rather they put that money in the movie The Mandalorian and Grogu in a way.
Maybe they should, but I don't even think we even know the budget of the Mandalorian and Grogu. I mean, they're spending in a very, very expensive movie budget. I mean, that's expensive for a movie to put into a show, and these episodes are probably 35, 40 minutes. I mean, you know that Disney, when they make these shows, they make them as short as possible for the most part. Very few times they've even reached 50 minutes.
Well, maybe this time season 2 will have a much better script.
I don't know. I don't really know.
Because after all, they end with they are really preparing to fight against the Empire.
Well,
Like
you
they are
remember?
infiltrating the Empire
Yeah, they
territory.
started like their own kind of rebellion. But I found it funny though. Remember, there was actually a deleted scene, not a deleted scene, but an extended end credit scene. All the stuff he was building was actually for the Death Star, and he gets killed by the Death Star in Rogue One. So
Yeah.
that was interesting right there. Not a bad show, but I wouldn't have put this kind of money in this show. Now, something is telling me that they're not using the volume. Now, the volume is what they actually used for Mandalorian season 1, and I believe season 2, the background instead of like green screen. So now I don't think they're actually using the volume anymore, and that's going to make it actually more expensive. Man, this show better knock it out the park, man. But I don't think that people are actually going to watch this show. That was the problem. That was the problem with season 1. People liked the show, but nobody watched it. And now you're coming off a disaster like The Acolyte. Why are people going to continue to pay for Disney Plus when they know that a lot of these shows are just bad? So I don't see too many people tuning into this show. Yeah, it's going to be better than The Acolyte. Doesn't take much. It's going to be better than Ahsoka, I'm pretty sure. But it's not going to take much.
Well,
But
I
still,
guess we have to see. Maybe season 2 would be better, and
but it doesn't matter if the budget is just out of control.
it is. But I guess they might be hoping that this season 2 will bring back the audience.
No, no. Cassian Andor, he's a mid-level character. This is not a classic character that people fell in love with at all. He's a mid-level character. When you think of Star Wars, you're not thinking of Cassian Andor. You're actually thinking of what? Anakin and Obi-Wan. You had that show and you blew it. You put no money into that show. And people, they crushed that show. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. So Andor, no, this budget is insane. Now they're gonna get a little bit of a tax rebate, of course, but still, overall, way too expensive. I would be thinking, I'm not an expert on this stuff, but $290 million. I'd be thinking like on a Cassian Andor show, maybe you spend like $100 million, maybe. This is just way too much. This is a very, very expensive movie. Remember, I believe the budget for Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, what was it, like $325 million? And that movie bombed. And we were just shocked by how expensive that movie was. At least that was actually Indiana Jones with Harrison Ford. This is Diego Luna, good actor, no offense, but he's not a star.
Do you think people would see more if they put this budget to develop a new Star Wars TV show like The Republic or whatever it's called?
No, this budget is just way too much no matter what.
No, if they put this budget to make another Star Wars TV show.
It's not going to matter if they were just making another Star Wars TV show, because think of this, Andor is just another Star Wars TV show. And nobody's watching still. It's not going to matter. It's not going to matter at all.
No, but
They're
if
not
there's
gonna
a
get that.
good writer, then
No,
yes.
well, think of this here. You need good leadership. They don't have that. Tony Gilroy is a good filmmaker, yes, but still he doesn't have full say, and it didn't feel like Star Wars. That turned some people off on this show. Well made, didn't feel like Star Wars. If you're going to make a Star Wars show, it better feel like Star Wars. Now, even The Acolyte, horrible. Never felt like Star Wars. Very horrible. So, gonna leave right there, guys. Man, what do you think of this here? $645 million for season 1 and season 2? This is insane, man. $291 million, guys, for season 2. Gonna leave right there, guys. We'll be back tomorrow with another video. Till then, be safe.
Goodbye.